going to call the meeting to order. We do have a quorum, so we will move on to item number 2, which is discussion and possible action regarding request from Freedom West Community Development Corporation. And I think you have previously been provided with some information, probably that you had an opportunity to review. And Kay, do you want to just hit the highlights for us?
Sure, I will. Thank you all for getting together and doing this. I know everybody's busy and I appreciate you taking the time. This project is basically phase 2 of a 3-phase project that actually began way back in 2013 as a result of a community-wide program that Freedom West partnered with the Oklahoma Arts Council on. We were the actual pilot program for the state's cultural district initiative. And as a result of that program, where we brought 171 community members of all ages together over a 3-day process of focus groups and surveys, and these individuals have vocalized their wishes for the community in terms of improving our visibility and vibrancy in terms of our downtown. The number one goal of that was to determine ways that we as a community could bring more people who are passing through town on 281 and 64 highways to our downtown commercial district, which had already been named the Arts District by the City Council. And so the things that we identified, I've outlined here. One was to work on the courthouse green space and stage, bring that up to contemporary needs. And we're in process of working that project. The other one was to improve lighting coming down College Avenue off of the boulevard. And then also, as a result of the event center project, looking at bringing lighting off of 281 down East Flan to the downtown square. Other goals that were established were to improve signage, wayfinding signage specifically, and also improve our public art presence. And so we've been working on these things since that time. I went to Kelly Parker and visited with him about the possibility of establishing a standing committee with city government to manage the public art and signage program. He recommended that we do this informally. He said it's hard enough to try and get citizens named to existing committees, so that's where that is. So we have an informal committee of citizens here in town. The people who've been serving on that to date include Jim Ritchie, Joy Glass, Kathy Ernest, Sonia, me, and Alex has been, Mance has been in and out also. Anyhow, so that committee, we contracted with the company out of Traverse City, Michigan. There's only 2 companies in the country that do wayfinding signage design. And we were able to get a really good deal with them to design signage that now the city has adopted kind of as a branding mechanism also. And you all, I know, have seen what we've done with phase 1. Anyway, to hurry this up a little bit, we did receive funding with phase 1 from tourism tax. That's what city government asked us to do, was to try and find as much private and external funding sources as possible to do what we're doing. And then if we needed municipal government support, to come to tourism tax. So the first phase, we did secure over $60,000 to take care of that. $25,000 of it was from a tourism tax grant. That phase is done. We're moving on to phase 2. I went to tourism tax to request funding support, and that was a rather contentious situation, but they did fund the signage portion. We had secured for phase 2 a $10,000 grant from the National Endowment for the Arts, which does require a dollar-for-dollar match from local sources. And so we already contracted with the artist for the second art piece, the signage. We worked with Lance Harsman on, and they've been very good to follow the design guidelines, and so that's not an issue. But I do have a funding gap right now to finish up this second art piece. The art piece itself, I laid out the budget for you on the second page, was $15,600 plus delivery and installation cost. The county commissioners had agreed to pay for the concrete work, and they're going to also do a little bit of, I believe, ADA accessibility improvements on that north sidewalk along Flynn Street on the courthouse lawn. And this is where this second piece will be located, is on the north side of the courthouse near the Flynn Street sidewalk. And so I've got a gap of funding of $8,000. The estimated cost for shipping and installation was $2,400. And like I said, we do have $10,000 already from NEA for the art piece itself. The city of Alva is providing $5,200 for the signage for this phase, and so I'm needing the $8,000 to finish up the funding for the art piece and installation. And anyway, that's why I'm coming to you all to see if this is something that you can help us do, so we can get this wrapped up. The art piece is ready to go. It's ready to be shipped. And I've asked them to hold off until we've got the concrete done. So do you have any questions?
First of all, I'll open it up to you guys. Do you all have any questions about the project, the overall project? Do you have an estimate on what the county is contributing by virtue of the work you're going to do?
Just right at the moment estimated it's going to be, well, what we're going to do for this project is, I think, the
pad itself is around
$3,000.
$3,000 and something.
Yeah, but we were going to go ahead and do some curbing. The curb's not good there, and we're going to go ahead and cut the concrete out and make a handicap accessible ramp right there. It's gonna go in the corner on the north side where you come out the doors on the north side of the courthouse. It's gonna go in that corner of that sidewalk that comes from the courthouse and goes to the sidewalk going around the square. So we're gonna put it right in it would be well, you can call it the northwest or the southwest corner of the courthouse. Put it right there.
West of that sidewalk that comes out of the doors.
Yes.
Comes by a little
Got
table and
the
trees.
sidewalk going along Flynn and the sidewalk going up to the courthouse
West of that.
and Half Moon right there.
There.
And then we've agreed, we think we ought to fix the curbing and make this handicap accessible right there while we're doing it. And so, if we wanted to do that, we just thought we'd contribute the whole concrete work.
Right, okay.
It's gonna be two separate projects.
Right.
I mean, that one is gonna be as one.
But
and
it
ours-
complements what you're doing.
Yes, we're doing our part to complement her part.
Right. Okay,
Can I say something?
probably.
Well, I just think for this committee, it's important, Kay has provided the economic development portion and what the arts contribute to our downtown, and I think that's something that we need to take into consideration, because I think it contributes more than most everybody realizes.
My simple question is, can we afford it?
I think we've got the funding for it.
Okay. Well, I mean,
And we don't have any really big commitments right now where we're needing to hold back any funding on it, so.
well, then I'd gladly make the motion, we approve her request.
I'll second that, but I was gonna ask is if we do this, does that satisfy your dollar for dollar matching
Yes,
that
it
you
does.
need?
Because of what the commissioners are
Okay.
doing, yes, it does.
I'll second that.
The only comment I'll make, I reviewed all the information, and I see the direct connection between these types of activities and economic development in the community and in this area. Some of it sort of is intrinsic that you don't see dollar for dollar, but I actually support tax dollars and things in our neck of the woods, so I think it's a vital part of what Oklahoma is or should be. So we do have a motion and a second to approve the request from Freedom West Community Development Corporation for an $8,000 payment towards this program. Any other questions? Roll call vote, please.
Randy,
Yes.
Stan,
Yes.
Connor,
Yes.
Rick.
Yes. That motion carries unanimously, and I believe with that, we have nothing further. We'll adjourn. Thank you, Kevin.